Okay, so I need an update of the setup. So Professor Adventure needs to fix this. Halloween's over. So I can get rid of this. But we gotta clean our room. First thing we need is one of these bad boys. Good old laundry basket. The laundry basket on the ground. Start throwing clothes in the basket. Everything. I need a new camera really bad. Like, I am probably 2 feet away from the lens right now, and ugh, I hate it. I gotta say, the Spooktacular was a lot of fun, but that is over now. So, it is time for a change. So, my plan for the desk, and I'll try to get out of the way, is everything is going to be rotated 180 degrees. So, instead of me having good old closet as the background, I'm going to have this beige wall as my background. Yeah. I'm already out of breath and we only just started. What is up with that lighting? Why is it going so red? That's weird. Anyway, maybe it's my hair. New tripod, new cameras, new fun. Maybe I'll move you over here and make it a little... See, that's the thing with this camera, it's because it's a barrel lens and not a wide angle. Gotta work with what I got. By the way, what do you do with old batteries? Are you supposed to just... All I ever do is wrap them up in tape and then throw them in a drawer. I know there's something you're specifically supposed to do. I can never remember. Okay, computer's shut off. That's a good thing. Now, I need a box. This box will do. Hey, look, an NES hat. Let's wear that for the rest of this episode. Why not? So now, I have an empty box. This will be good for putting all of my cords and stuff into said box. So when I rotate my desk 180 degrees, 90 degrees, my apologies, then everything will be in the box. This are all the games I have to play on this channel. A whole CD rack of games. So we're gonna put that outside for now. That's covered. Now that Halloween is all done, I can get back to what's important. And that's the education for you guys. Okay, so the room is slightly coming together. Chair is now on that side, facing this way, walls and my new background. So I'll be like this. No more closets as the background. Games are gonna be right here. Monitors are gonna be like this. Yeah, that is dusty. So, I couldn't find the Swiffer stick to hold on to the Swiffer pads. But I figured, who needs Swiffer pads, right? This is the only part you really need. So let's get that little rubber right there. Maybe a little on the top. A little top on the other monitor. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, all your stuff looks really clean. The desk wipe it right. That's all set up. Turning the camera a little bit like that. So I've got a nice big box full of electronics. And I've got to figure out how I want this setup redone. I pulled the desk. You can't even see me. That's how much this camera sucks. I can make this work. It's a good, but power cord's connected to the computer. Connected to the power bar. The power bar connected to... Oh, that did not sound good. I find it's helpful whenever you're resetting your system collection or your computer setup. Wipe your power bar slate clean. Start fresh, start new, start exciting. So, I find it's very useful when you're setting up your computer for the first time, or the redo time, have your layout set up how you want it. Everything unplugged, dry fit. Always have your dry fit. So, computer be here, keyboard be here, mouse be here. Like that's going. You guys are gonna be up here. Yeah, that'll look good. And I got all this space. Maybe I'll turn you sideways actually. I'm always hearing about these big gaming setups that are always go big or go home. I don't agree with that. I like cheap. Cheap get you started. The thing about having my entire setup in my room is that not much space to move. Considering I sleep here. But it's too echoey out there. So, work with what you got. I know you guys can't see much, but I'm just throwing in a couple plugs into my power bar here. Because my camera battery, one of the main things about why I need a new camera is the camera battery is practically dead. It doesn't hold a charge anymore. This camera is 10, I don't know. I want to say around 10 years old. So I think it's time for an upgrade. Something wide angle, something nice and shiny. Yes, camera. So, yeah, that'll work. Is that flat? I don't know. I don't care. Make sure everything is nice and de-dusted with your Swiffer. Anything else in here you need right now? No. Of course not. That'll come later. Okay, so those two power bars are in. I just need to plug in this power. Because all my monitors are plugged in. Everything running under the desk, everything clean. Be perfect. Gosh, all the cords, where am I? You can't even see me. All the cords are already getting tangled up. That is the worst. First thing, make sure your internet's plugged in. Hardwired, baby. None of this softy stuff. What is this? Xbox controller? Nobody uses Xbox controllers these days. That's a lie. Everybody uses Xbox controllers. Except me, because games don't support Xbox 360 for some reason. Huh. There's a shoelace attached to one of my cords. This will come in handy when we're done with all of our fudgeting around with this. Okay, I found a slight problem. I'm not wearing my hat, first of all. And there's not much of a gap between my bed and the computer. I'm going to move my computer forward a little bit. So like, there. Okay, I just found out best angle, 45 degrees. That's how I want it. Yes. This is probably the most boring video I will ever post on this channel. That may also be a lie. Yeah, that should be it for now. So, now we grab our shoelace and we find the biggest conglomeration of cables and we just tie it all together. I'm making this up as I go. Why I chose to use a shoelace and not like a zip tie or a twisty tie? Because one, I don't have any of those. And two, this just seems easier. Why did that one fall out? That's not a good sign. I have no idea if that's a great candle. Okay, that's close enough. So, now a lot of stuff has been turned 90 degrees. I've got to get a new CD rack because I have more games. There goes my article. Then the CD rack will be able to hold. Good, good. Everything's clean. Everything's neat. Everything is sort of organized. Picked myself up a nice little notebook, writing notes and doing math, relying on the calculator a little bit less. And that's a really interesting topic, isn't it? The calculator. Because we all have one of these in our pockets now. Everybody has a cell phone in their pocket. Every cell phone has a calculator. Do we need to remember it up there so much anymore? Do we need to rely on this as much as we rely on this? Stuff to think about. Probably, but I'm just spitballing here. Box is empty. Everything's in the setup. Just gotta tweak it a bit. So, there are a couple CDs that have fallen out of their cases. And I'm gonna go back through all the cases and make sure all the CDs are with them. And this, you might not be able to see this as an example, but that is a prime example why we put CDs in cases. Because when stuff like this happens, CDs don't work no more. This is just a blank disc, nothing on this. Don't care what happens to it. Slightly cares what happens to it. Maybe it's gold, I don't know. I would love to move you guys a little bit closer to what I'm doing, but at the same time that doesn't really work out, because with this camera's battery being so dead as it is, as soon as I unplug you guys from the wall outlet, you guys will turn off. So, I unplugged you guys from the wall, and you guys died. As was foretold. But, figured it out, I found you guys on the outlet, like, a little closer to me. I have to hunch over because this lens sucks! That's a very dusty case. I'm not very well lit here, but... Oh. Light's not working. Why is the light not working? Power bar's off, right? Ow! Light's working. It's casting an even uglier shadow behind me, so... I need to figure out what to do about a screen for the back of that. I'm a little bit blind still, that was very, very bright. You guys are actually sitting on my bed again, so this is a little bit of a nostalgic moment. That's where you guys started, it was just on the bed. Now you guys have moved on top of the monitor. Big upgrades for you guys. I'm not going through all these cases because I know which ones I haven't touched yet because I haven't recorded them. So obviously the CD should be still in the case, alright? Alright, I've gone through a bunch of these cases now. Everything looks pretty crisp, pretty fly, pretty sweet. And the setup looks actually pretty dang good too. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys to take a quick sneak peek here. Look how far away I have to hold you guys. Just to make sure I'm in the frame, like, that's very uncomfortable. I need to fix this, but essentially, that's a bright light. There you have it, nice and clean and organized. And tidy. Lights turned on, so that's a good thing. And DVI monitor is on, which is a good thing. Very good thing. And looks like we're running. Looks like we're working. So, I'm gonna switch over to the other camera now, and we're gonna finish the rest of this adventure there. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're all started up here. Move this over to the screen over there. And we're a little bit more front on than I'd like, but I think that'll just have to do for now. Everything's working. Everything's back to normal and running, thank goodness. Had a little problem with the HDMI ports, but trying to figure out what was wrong with it, but I fixed it, because I am the Professor of Adventure, and I can't get this game back into the case for some reason. I'm very bad at it. I have a box copy of Bugdom, which I've gotten working on this PC before. No problemo. That's not the problem. Problem isn't getting the game to work. Problem is getting the game to record. What do you guys think of this setup? A little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner, a little bit not as friendly? I don't know.
I'm gonna find a way. Maybe I can stretch that out over there. Oh gosh, that's so bright. Yeah, everything works. So, I've got a little bit more finicking around to do, but thank you all for joining me on this pretty random video for a channel like mine. But we've got, like I showed you guys earlier, tons of games. Lots of games to play. Lots of content coming your way. So, thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, class is dismissed. Now go clean your room. Professor Adventure orders. Why do I say stuff like that?